Hello. Hey, what's up, people? How's it going? It's me, back again. I thought I'll make a video, connect with you guys, put it on YouTube. This is what the plan for right now is. Uh, we are in fourth week of May 2026. It's late Friday night at my end right now. Same old, can't complain, guys. Life is fine, I'll say. Just like heat waves going on, uh, like temperature during daytime is somewhat around 45 degrees Celsius for past 10 days, and for another 1 week we are not expecting showers, so it's kind of fucked up, I'll say. It's kind of boiling over here. 45 degrees Celsius, it's hard to bear that. I'm having like headaches because of severe heat, I guess. I'm not sure though. Oh, well, we have to bear this temperature. It's like that part of the year. We can't really help it. Living hell, I'll say. Summers, it's more like a curse. It's like extreme heat, you have to go through. It's like unbearable. Can't really help it. Yeah. So it's same old with me, we have Indian Premier League going on. We have three teams which have already uh, qualified for the playoffs. They have they are in top four. Uh, they're in top four position out of 10 teams. So these four teams are gonna compete against each other, and let's see how the big finale is gonna be like. It's gonna be fun though. Yeah. Today we had brilliant game. We had brilliant game today. Never mind. This was about Indian Premier League T20 cricket. Oh, second week of June we also have FIFA 2026 kicking off. That's gonna be fun as well. We have a lot of football fans around the globe, a lot of friends who are uh, great football fans. It's like a celebration if their team wins. Overall, it's a great sport, I'll say. Talking about soccer, it's a great sport overall, I'll say. Too much fun. Uh, so, uh, I thought I'll play some background music for fun, as usual. Oh, oh, oh. So my last YouTube video, it was about continents. It was about oceans, uh, types of continents. There is North American continent, South American continent. There is Antarctica, and there is Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia. These many continents around the globe. Big land masses. We talked about continents in my previous video. I read from encyclopedia introductory paragraph. I also talked about oceans, how many oceans we have on our planet. I talked about Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean. Yeah. So I also talked about oceans in my previous YouTube video from encyclopedia, read introductory paragraph. And we also went through some of the headlines from Worldly Affairs. I was forgetting about Antarctic Ocean. Yeah. So let me adjust my phone. I guess we good. Let me get myself comfortable. Let me make myself comfortable. Think we're good. Okay. So I'll read some of the headlines from World Affairs. This is what one of the headlines says. It says, Iran says latest US proposal has narrowed gaps. Report. Iran says latest US proposal has narrowed gaps. Report. Tehran in process of responding to Washington. Tehran in process of responding to Washington. Israeli minister sparks outcry over video of bound flotilla activists. Trump vows US will retrieve uranium from Iran. Trump vows US will retrieve uranium from Iran. Iran's Hormuz Authority claims control of waters. Iran's Hormuz Authority claims control of waters. So guys, let's keep it going. Another headline. Trump says he will speak to Taiwan's president in break from protocol. Trump says he will speak to Taiwan's president in break from protocol. US authorities shut India-based call center defrauding elderly Americans. Airbus Air France found guilty of manslaughter. Ebola center set afire in Congo as anger, fear grow. Narrative shaped by Taiwan's shifting linguistic regimes. International Booker winners. Air France flight to US diverted due to Ebola travel curbs. Cuba outraged after US indicts Castro, says no legal basis for charges. Looks like I'll be the one to intervene. Trump. The US aircraft carrier USS Nimitz and its strike group has entered Caribbean Sea amid rising tensions between the US and Cuba. Amid overall drop, Indians still get bulk of long-term UK visas among non-EU arrivals. Around 40,000 work, 89,000 study, and 9,000 other long-term visas were issued to Indian citizens in 2025. Hey guys, these are some of the headlines from World Affairs, all the updates, the last 24 hours. I thought I'll give them a read. Now this is a quotation from Oscar Wilde. This is what it says. Experience is simply the name we give to our mistakes. Experience is simply the name we give to our mistakes. Oscar Wilde. Hey guys, I thought I'll give some of the headlines a read about World Affairs. all the updates. I'll give like 4 or 5 different subjects a read. Oh. From my tablet, I have some critical information, about these spy agencies. So, uh, I'll give them a read. This is what one of the subjects says. It says the Research and Analysis Wing (RAW) is India's premier foreign intelligence agency, established in 1968 and headquartered in New Delhi. It operates directly under the Prime Minister's office. Its core responsibilities include gathering external intelligence, monitoring foreign political and military developments, and executing covert operations to safeguard national security. History and formation. Origin: formed in September 1968. Motivation: following intelligence gaps during the 1962 Sino-Indian War and the 1965 Indo-Pak War, the Indian government recognized the need for a specialized agency dedicated strictly to external intelligence, separating it from the Domestic Intelligence Bureau. Key architects: R.N. Kao was the primary architect and served as its first chief. Core mandate: external espionage, gathering strategic, military, economic, and political intelligence from foreign governments and organizations. Counterterrorism: monitoring threats originating from outside India's borders and preventing international terrorist activities. Counter proliferation: keeping track of illicit arms smuggling and global threats related to weapons of mass destruction. Operational structure, hierarchy. Unlike standard government bodies, RAW does not recruit directly from the general public. Operatives are typically handpicked and inducted from the Indian Police Service, IPS, Indian Foreign Service, IFS, the military, and other elite civil services. Oversight: it reports directly to the Prime Minister of India, bypassing parliamentary oversight for operational secrecy. And these were some of the details about the Research and Analysis Wing (RAW), which was established in 1968. This is what it says about ISI. The ISI, Directorate for Inter-Services Intelligence, is the premier intelligence agency of Pakistan, established in 1948 to manage and coordinate the intelligence functions of the country's army, navy, and air force. It is responsible for national security, espionage, and covert operations. Core facts about the ISI: headquarters Islamabad, Pakistan. Parent organization: Ministry of Defense. Director General Lieutenant General Asim Malik. Core functions: counterintelligence, foreign intelligence gatherings, and analyzing information relevant to Pakistan's national interest. Organizational structure: the agency is deeply entrenched institution in Pakistan, often wielding significant influence over the country's domestic politics and foreign policy. It operates through various specialized wings, which include Joint Intelligence Bureau (JIB), focuses on political intelligence and internal operations. Joint Counterintelligence Bureau handles counterintelligence, surveillance, and operations abroad. Joint Single Intelligence Bureau manages communication intelligence and technical support. Covert Action Division executes special operations. Global significance and controversies. The ISI has been highly focused on geopolitical dynamics in South Asia, particularly India and Afghanistan. Historically, the agency has faced intense international and regional scrutiny, including allegations of supporting militant organizations in Afghanistan and the Kashmir region. These are some of the details about Inter-Services Intelligence, ISI, which is Pakistan's spy agency, headquartered in Islamabad, Pakistan. Yeah, guys, I thought I'll give this AI overview a read about inter-services intelligence ISI. So let's keep it going. Another subject. This is what it says about KGB. The KGB, I can't really pronounce what KGB stands for. You know, it's like out of my way. Yeah, I can't really do it. So this is what it says. The KGB was the primary domestic security, secret police and intelligence agency of the Soviet Union. Established in 1954, it operated as the sword and shield of the Communist Party and effectively consolidated the functions of the American CIA, FBI, and Secret Service into one monolithic, highly feared organization. The agency was officially dissolved in December 1991 following the collapse of USSR. Core functions and departments. The KGB was responsible for its protection of the political leadership, safeguarding state secrets, border control, and extensive surveillance of the Soviet population. Its primary operations were categorized into several key branches. First, Chief Directorate managed foreign intelligence, covert operations, and espionage network outside the Soviet Union. Second, Chief Directorate handled domestic counterintelligence and monitored foreigners and diplomats within the USSR. Fifth, Chief Directorate dedicated to combating political dissent, separatism, and suppressing and suppressing unorthodox political or religious ideologies. Border guards controlled the Soviet Union's extensive physical borders. Notable history and legacy. Political repression. Domestically, this agency relied on networks of informants to monitor citizens' private and public opinions. Dissidents were routinely subjected to harassment, home raids, and imprisonment in forced labor camps. Global influence. During the Cold War, the KGB heavily infiltrated Western governments, orchestrated foreign disinformation campaigns, and actively suppressed pro-democracy uprisings such as the Hungarian Revolution of 1956 and the Prague Spring of 1968. The 1991 coup. In August 1991, top KGB leadership launched a failed coup against Soviet President. This attempt to re-centralize power backfired and ultimately accelerated the collapse of the Soviet Union. Modern successors. Upon the dissolution of the KGB in 1991, the agency was broken down into separate, specialized departments. In the modern Russian Federation, these core duties are primarily handled by FSB, Federal Security Service, handles internal security, domestic intelligence, and border control. The SVR, Foreign Intelligence Service, handles espionage and intelligence collection outside of Russia. Yeah, this is what AI overview had to say about KGB, guys. Intelligence agency of the Soviet Union. Now let's read about another subject. This is what it has to say about MI5, MI6. Britain's overarching intelligence apparatus operates primarily through three core agencies: MI5 Domestic Security, MI6 Foreign Intelligence, and GCHQ Signals and Cyber Intelligence. Each agency reports to a specific government department and coordinates to protect national security. The three main intelligence agencies: MI5, the Security Service, responsible for protecting the UK against threats to national security, including terrorism, espionage, and cyber attacks within the country. It reports directly to the Home Office. MI6, Secret Intelligence Service, SIS, tasked with covertly gathering intelligence and conducting espionage overseas to support the UK's global security and foreign policy interest. It falls under the authority of the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. Then we have Government Communications Headquarters, responsible for signals intelligence, cryptography, and cyber defense. It is primarily based at a facility famously known as the Donut, and also includes National Cyber Security Center. Structure and oversight. These agencies are coordinated under the United Kingdom's Single Intelligence Account and are governed by strict legislation. They are legally overseen by the Investigatory Powers Commissioner's Office and the Intelligence and Security Committee of Parliament. And guys, that's how I'll give it a read. So what I did, I just read about MI5, MI6, and Government Communication Headquarters. These are Britain's intelligence agencies. So this is what AI overview had to say about them. Now let's see what another subject has to say about CIA. It says the Central Intelligence Agency CIA is the principal foreign intelligence and counterintelligence agency of the US government, headquartered in Virginia. It is a key member of the US intelligence community. The agency operates under strict guidelines, focusing primarily on overseas operations. Key functions: foreign intelligence, collects and analyzes intelligence related to foreign countries and global issues. National security support, provides objective intelligence to the US President, the National Security Council, and other policy makers. Covert operations, conducts covert actions at the direction of the President to safeguard US national security. Constraints: the CIA focuses on foreign intelligence and does not have police or internal law enforcement powers. It does not conduct internal security operations within the United States. Yeah, guys, this is what AI overview had to say about Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, which is United States Intelligence Agency, headquartered in Virginia. Now, this is the last subject. This is what it has to say about MSS. Ministry of State Security is the principal civilian intelligence, security, and secret police agency in the People's Republic of China, responsible for foreign intelligence, counterintelligence, and political security. It acts as a hybrid of the CIA and the FBI, serving as one of the world's largest and most active intelligence networks. Key agencies: Ministry of State Security (MSS) oversees foreign espionage, covert action, counterintelligence, and domestic political security. It is heavily focused on technological and economic espionage to secure strategic national advantages. Intelligence Bureau of the Joint Staff Department, the primary military intelligence organ of the People's Liberation Army. Ministry of Public Security, China's principal domestic policy agency. China's principal domestic police agency, which works closely with the MSS on internal security and counter-espionage. United Front Work Department, a Chinese community body that manages relations with overseas individuals and groups, often utilized to exert influence and gather intelligence. Operations and modus. Okay, let's keep it going, guys. This is what it says about operations. Unlike Western intelligence agencies that often rely solely on traditional covert officers, Chinese intelligence employs a decentralized, whole-of-state approach. Economic espionage operations frequently focus on acquiring on acquiring intellectual property, trade secrets, and cutting edge technology rather than just traditional state secrets. Overseas influence. The UFWD and associated networks operate globally to shape narratives, influence foreign policy, and monitor overseas China dissidents. Private sector integration. Under Chinese national security laws, domestic tech firms and state-owned enterprises are legally required to cooperate with and support state intelligence activities. Structure and oversight. Direct control. The MSS operates under the State Council but ultimately reports to the Chinese Communist Party to ensure absolute political loyalty. Headquarters. The MSS is headquartered in Hainan district of Beijing, operating with profound secrecy and without public websites or press offices. Leadership. The agency is overseen by Shen Yishin, operating under a national security doctrine that heavily prioritizes countering perceived foreign infiltration. Yeah, this is what AI Overview had to say about MSS, Ministry of State Security, China's espionage intelligence agency. So I thought I'll read about these intelligence agencies from different regions. We talked about, we talked about raw research and analysis wing. Uh, we talked about ISI, inter-services intelligence, which is from Pakistan. Then we talked about KGB, which is from Soviet Union. Then we talked about MI5, Britain. We talked about CIA, United States. Then we talked about Ministry of State Security, MSS, China's intelligence agency. So we talked about all these intelligence agencies in this video from different regions, guys. Starting from RAW, which is India's intelligence espionage agency. Okay, so we are towards the end of this video. So before wrapping up, what I'll do is I'll just give a quick read to one of the big paragraphs, one big writing from my journal. I thought I'll bring it up in this video. Yeah. So this is what it says. One of the writings from a journal. It says it's peak summertime of the year. The daytime temperature is around 45 degrees Celsius or 115 degrees Fahrenheit. People talk about hell. I guess it's the same feeling overall. At night time, heat radiates from ground because of harsh sunlight. I have had dreams where I'm being tied down with thick, long chains. I am embodying Shiva with blue skin type, all my powers being suppressed. The atmosphere around is fearsome with all the army of people and big aggressive dogs just not letting me loose for greater good in the world. Never felt that kind of brain capacities, imagination in real life when at sleep in the night. The life has amused me a lot and travel teleported me to the unknowns of the universe. The legend has to say, with all the changing seasons of my life, maybe I'll get it right next time. Now I have my head out of the clouds. I don't talk so loud, I don't walk so proud anymore, and what for? Back down on the ground. It's more about self-consciousness, detachment, and letting oneself free of all bondage. Until next time, goodbye, smiley face. Hey guys, so I just updated my journal, one of the writings. I thought I'll give it a read as well in this video. So what we did in this video is, I'm gonna wrap this video pretty soon now. What we did in this video was, we talked about We talked about some of the headlines from world affairs. Other than that, I talked about all the espionage uh, intelligence agencies from different regions around the world, around the world, starting from RAW, which is research and analysis wing, talking about ISI, talking about uh, Soviet Union's KGB. Uh, Other than that, talking about United States CIA, also China's intelligence agency, and then Britain's MI5, MSS. So I thought I'll give a read from AI overview from my tablet about these espionage intelligence agencies. Other than that, what we did was we did about worldly affairs, all the headlines, and also at last I gave a read. Uh, I I read from a journal, like one big paragraph, one writing from a journal. So I'm gonna wrap this video now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this video on YouTube and share it with you guys. So that's what the plan for this video was. I'm gonna call it off now. It turned out to be a big video, almost half an hour, 31 minute plus video. Not so bad. So I'll call it off now. We'll connect soon. Bye bye. Have a good one. Love you all and take care.